So for the dream job assignment, I narrowed it down to two jobs. I either want to be a creative director or a media manager. The three people I interviewed for this assignment were Jordan Antle, Sheldon Dossett, and then this woman named Jane from Rudis. She's the coordination officer at Rudis. She basically oversees all the departments. So my first interview was with Jordan Antle, and he's the creative media director at the radio station at Campbellsville. And he basically told me that to be effective at his job, he has to be a good communicator with clients, with his staff, and then he's basically the quality assurance for all of the media that the radio station puts out. So he's the final frontier. He's the last set of eyes that see it before it is published. The second person that I interviewed was Sheldon Dossett. He is the sports information director at Campbellsville. So he's basically in charge of staffing all of the sporting events, making sure that the atmosphere at the sporting events is up to par. He also is in charge of staffing photographers, videographers, PAs, and announcers to make sure that the sporting events get enough media coverage as well as, create the atmosphere at the sporting events. He basically told me as a manager, you have to be confident even when you're not, and you have to step up into big shoes a lot of times. And, a lot of people look up to you. So if you don't know something, don't be afraid to ask questions, but, stand your ground and be confident is what he basically told me. The final person I interviewed for this assignment was the lady Jane from Rudis. And this would technically be my dream job, working as either a graphic designer, creative director at Rudis, or just even as part of their media team. So it's cool to interview her and kind of get to know how it works at their company. So she, as coordinating officer, she oversees all departments, but she started off as a graphic designer. She gave me some insight on what it takes to, strive in a creative field like that. Her job as manager, she basically told me that she does a similar thing to what Antle does, where she oversees everything, but she oversees all departments, whereas it wouldn't just be the media department. But she started off in the media department, and we had a conversation about whether or not I should get my master's degree. And she had told me that she had managed to work her way up, all the way up in that company to coordination officer with just a bachelor's degree in graphic design. It made me feel like education is not the only thing, that with experience, you can do a lot as well, is basically what she told me throughout the interview. And she basically told me that they're always looking to hire wrestlers over there. So yeah, that's basically all the information I found throughout my research, and thank you.